Aries, I didn't shut the reading off to go cry, I promise. But what I feel like is somebody else probably is going to shut this reading off to go cry in the car, or they're going to go cry in the bathroom, or go cry in the closet somewhere. This is part two because it has to be a part two because I ran out of storage space and I have to adjust that to continue my point. I stopped. They didn't want to respect you. They didn't want to respect your conglomerate. They feel stupid. But likewise, Aries, you didn't realize how people was fucking with you like that was affecting other areas in your life because it was going undealt with because you had so much pride about everything and you were so fixated on just being successful by any means necessary. Like I gotta work with what I got. What I don't have, I don't mind going to go get it. But it came out wrong at the divine feminine. Okay, but who got those Libra characteristic traits? Okay, what was I about to say? It is time to use your words, and you're going to use them to say I'm sorry without all that mushy. You're not a mushy person, but you're gonna people gonna feel you like, all right, I that was fucked up. That's cool. And this person's so solid. They not no begrudging type of person. They gonna feel where you're coming from. But these cards wanted to flip over. This is Venus, which is Libra. Give and receive love, find value, and see the beauty. Then you got the Sun, self-express and embody the truth. The way you love on yourself makes me fall in love with you every time. You got water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, compassion. This is more than just religion. And then you got House 7, which is Libra again. So this Libra has a profound effect on you because this is about profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. I don't always feel like, as a collective, the dynamic of these experiences, or they're not always romantic. Okay, they're not just for romantic people. But Libra is about justice. Where is the justice officer? Okay, and on the bottom is fixed. Stability, persistence, loyalty, dependability. I feel like these are just really highlighting Libra's characteristic traits. Whoever represents Libra in this experience. Now I want to know Libra. Everybody want to know Libra now. Like, what fuck? You got this person to wake up. Everybody, the world wants to know your name now. You getting notoriety. You're not for everyone. You embraced your weirdness and it paid off for you. I hear 50 Cent talk about me being off, landing me on top of charts off of Gatman and Robin. You take the good with the bad, I guess. Okay? So you're taking the good with the bad. Like, I may do a lot of stupid shit, but I'm a lot closer to finding love than you are. Somebody had to say that. But I think that was you, Aries. You know what, bitch? You ain't, that's the last time you're going to call me stupid. That's for somebody. Okay? I bet you I got more love than you. I bet you think you made me push my love away too. That love ain't going nowhere. You played. Okay? That person still love me. They may not be like romantic how you may think they are with me, but they still love me. The fertility void. The inner winter. It's about rest. It's about patience. It's about potency. It's about secret beginnings. So that's like moving in silence. This is what this Libra, and more about this Libra character. This person is just what they walked away to go do is to not let the past hold them back, but go create something new. Something that has some depth to it, like you got the wastelands. See, it looks like a desert, and that little bit of water is coming from her. She's being depleted. It's like something's barren. Like it's sustainability. It's about slowing down. It's about tending to yourself. That's going on top of the water, ironically. You see that? The water. So this I said something about Pisces earlier. So that could be the water sign that I mentioned earlier. Okay? Spirituality, emotions, intuition, compassion. Okay? But sustainability. Slow down, tend to your garden. Tend to yourself. Don't worry about this person. If they can't see you, they ain't meant to see you. They're not for you. You walked away believing that. You surrendered it. You okay with being on your own for a while. That's going to bring that motherfucker back. That's why they're becoming something new. Aries, you're getting put in your place on this reading, but it's in a loving way. This is on top of House 7. Profound relationships, that inner rest, okay? It's time to work on the relationship with yourself that you have with yourself. If you don't have one with yourself, go get one. Establish one. That's why the secret beginnings is here. Big picture thinking is here. You're not for everyone is here. You that kind of unique. Yeah. Aries, you met a bad motherfucker and you treated them like a karmic. That's what it sounds like. All right. What's on top of the sun? Whispers of Mother Earth. Creative ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Channeling ideas, or just have a channel with some burst of ideas on it. Somebody's watching this channel, getting a burst of ideas. They're starting to tap into their inner star player. With the sun, that's ruled by Leo. So that bravery, that courage, that showstopper. You not being for everyone and big picture thinking. So it all ties together very beautifully as I like to articulate it. And what's on the bottom is grandmothers, a lot with mothers. And that's going on top of Venus. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weaving. So this is somebody's life coming full circle, the rise and fall of somebody. What they were dealt with in the beginning, everybody has a story. You dig? Like Richard Pryor. He got a story. How you saw his childhood beginnings. They were very humble beginnings. Most people have those humble beginnings. They grow up to be a star in spite of it. But they also turn to drugs despite of it, something like that. They turn to drugs, but they're also successful because it's an issue that went undealt with. And that's what I feel like the experience is. It was a lot of issues that went undealt with. And now you start to remember what your mother told you, what your grandmother told you, what the maternal line told you. It don't even have to be the maternal line. It could be your father's side of the women in your father's side of the family. But they told you something to give and receive love, to find the value, to see the beauty. You ain't gonna never learn that without your mother, your grandmother, great grandmother, great aunt, a mother figure down the street. It don't matter. This has a lot to do with. I feel like this is a dual message. Divine Feminine, understand who you are, Aries. That's for somebody. Aries, you start to remember why your parents went through what they went through, or whatever they taught you, the impact they have on your life, and you didn't even realize it, or just you didn't see it in that way because it's all about perspective. Now you're starting to see things from a different perspective because Venus is feminine energy, obviously with Divine Feminine. This woman showed up in love, unconditional love. Ain't no two ways about it. Love. It's love on a two-way street. Somebody actually have the audacity to love my ass back. Okay? This person live in her element of love. Okay? Have faith in your ability to love. And you doubt people a lot, Aries. You don't know if they're pure enough. You gotta make sure they're solid. But you have to know that your love is enough. And sometimes you might convince yourself that you have to do more and more than what you already naturally authentically would just do. It's not, don't spread yourself thin no more. You got to stop torturing yourself with these mean mind games. So you could have been a Queen of Swords in reverse to yourself. Okay? When negativity threatens to put you down, or these Queen of Swords in reverse, that's what they taught you. You start doing you start doing that shit for yourself, on yourself. But you have an awakened conscious now. Your whole brain is a mastermind. It's like a motherboard, like a computer chip, if I may say so. We talking about mothers now. It's like your brain is a motherboard. You're very fucking smart, Aries. Okay? You don't need to try and make this happen. It happens naturally when you just be yourself. That's what I said. Every Aries I know is like that. Okay? You want to know some more talents about Aries? Yeah, tell us about Aries. You're giving Aries all this fucking praise. That's right. Because when it was Pisces, I gave it to Pisces. When it was Cap, I gave it to Cap. You dig? Capricorn. And when it was everybody's turn, it's everybody's turn. Now it's Aries' turn. Somebody jealous. I don't know why I had to say all that. Somebody's jealous. You got Durana. And I feel like so many of these cards are reversed. The meanings of these cards are reversed because you're coming from a space, single focused about concentration. So if what it means to be focused in the upright is like it's time to focus your mind on one goal to undergo the transformation that comes from concentration. This kind of plays with that portal card, the awakened conscious, the infinite mind. The birthing process of an idea takes deep commitment. If that's what it means in the upright. And in reverse, it's like you're burying your head under the sand, focused totally on your work or focusing on something tangible instead of going within, because there's an insight to be gained, and you got to remember, you got to go beneath the surface. Concentration, a poor lack of concentration, or poor focus, or just refuse to focus on what's important. What's important is you. Somebody just wants to bury themselves in the work when they get hurt, and that's not the answer. It caused more burdens than it was actually. You may get paid a lot of money, Aries, but you spend a lot energetically. You lose it energetically. And this is on the bottom of Santosha. I forgot what Santosha is. So contentment. You're in a poor place you're coming from a poor space of contentment. You're not at a place where you can relax and unwind yet. You're getting to that point and to be content with where you are. Obviously, based off this reading, you need divine feminine. You want divine feminine, but you got to work on yourself first to get her back, because you can't attract her right now. Man or woman, doesn't matter. You can't attract her right now because you got shit to work on. You got to tell everybody to their face, to their motherfucking ancestors, hey, I'm not for you. I'm for divine feminine. And watch me get mad. So if this is about contentment in the upright, in reverse, it's about comparing yourself to other people, or you watching other people's success. At one point, you was putting yourself against divine feminine. Putting y'all in comparison. You dig what I'm saying? And there's no freedom that come with that. And you start basing your self-worth off of what divine feminine had to accomplish. You got to realize divine feminine came from some shit too. This was to be this man or woman, you peeling back them layers. You doing that same shadow work that Aries you starting to do for yourself, that you have been doing on yourself. Okay? You're not somebody else's North Node. You can't live vicariously through somebody else, through the success of somebody else. Okay? Your self-worth is what you put in it, not what your neighbor's doing. You dig? Like how can I say it? You were born with the same gifts, desires, and abilities, and you're meant to share it with the world. Like, you're just as talented as this divine feminine. You may not feel it because you have stuff to work on, but you're just as talented as divine feminine. Somebody is healing their mother line, though, with this space of love. And what I feel like you did was you saw this divine feminine become her own mother so she could be a mother to y'all. You understood the assignment with how this person was operating. You just weren't ready to receive it as a Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, this Queen of Swords didn't come out in reverse, but I read it energetically and intuitively in reverse for some of these messages. That it is a reversal thing. As a Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who's dishonest, vile, and unintegral. Okay, and some of those messages require me to read it like that. Okay, because this is pure survival. Okay, watch Jamil Peterson. His channel is hilarious. How he deals with everyday life. Like it's similar. That's why I like to make y'all laugh at times. I get serious sometimes, but it's just my way. I talk about it so people can know how to deal with it. You don't have to be afraid to deal with what you've been through. You don't have to be embarrassed or ashamed. You don't have to be humiliated. You don't never have to feel humiliated. That's why I named this channel Eccentric. Okay? Some of y'all are starseeds. Some of y'all are just rock stars, are just plain fucking successful. You dig what I'm saying? But eccentricities on this channel are the quirks that the conformist frowns upon. On this channel, we are non-conforming. We don't play by nobody's rules. We do what we want to do. We do what feels good to us. And I teach people that. I teach people how to be their authentic. You don't have to fit the boundary box. Don't let nobody box you in. Don't let nobody put you in the boundary box. Don't let nobody tell you who you're supposed to be. They can't tell you shit. They can't even masturbate. They can't even play in their own pussy. They can't even get their own dick hard. Nigga, dick can't stay hard for 5 fucking minutes. What the fuck, you on steroids? Huh? Whose vagina is dry and they young at the same time? That's an oxymoron. You only expect it. You kind of expect that from women who don't have a period and they wetter than the fucking ocean. You know why? Because they know their worth. And that's really what it is. When you peel them layers back, you realize you being old and don't have no period or past the childbearing stages don't have nothing to do with a dry fucking vagina. You ain't got to be dry because you ain't bleeding no more. You just can't have kids. That's it. You passed that fate. You passed that point in life. You served your purpose in that way. I learned that from my grandmother. That's how I know I'm still young enough to bear children, but I learned that part from my grandmother. When you watch these bitches, you could tell when somebody pussy don't get wet because they look like they stink. Like they scared to smell their upper lip because that shit stink. That shit weird. Okay? How they act like that, like remember how your old timers just like they used to tell you, like, why you so fucking tired and you young? You too young to be tired. I'm 86 and I'm still going. What the fuck you got to be tired for? That doesn't even make sense. Like, you dealing with things that don't even it don't concern you. Go live your life. Somebody that's like people who were raised by Queen of Swords in reverse. Immature. Mature in age but immature, stuck in a second childhood, killed the child imagination. They don't have no big picture thinking. They cynical as children. What a sight. You don't want to see no cynical ass child, no disbelieving ass child. It don't sound like it's supposed to go in the same sentence. I didn't even pray over this reading or the last one. I apologize. Our Rab, we sincerely believe in you. Please forgive our sins and save us from the hellfire. That means Surah number 3. I think that's either 16 or 18. But let me tell you something. When you see kids all fucked up like that, and then they grow up to be Queen of Swords in reverse, I told you, that don't come from nowhere. People are just not like that for no reason. They're well groomed in being like that. They can look picture perfect on the outside. A picture says 1,000 words. Peel the layers back. They gonna say 1,000 more words that you ain't gonna be ready for, because you ain't gonna be able to handle what some people put their kids through behind the scenes. Okay, deep cellular healing, physical and emotional healing. Now you've reached a phase where you want to become something new, or you want to be something different. You want to break them generational curses. And I'm standing up and applauding for everybody who want to do that. You want to kill the generational curses, the bad health, leads to bad wealth, making poor choices. Two Pentacles is I can't balance life. When I'm doing good in one area, I'm fucking up in the other one. Nobody got time for that shit all day, every day. Sometimes, not every day. Life happens sometimes. But you want to figure out that recipe. That's just the bottom line. Okay? You don't want to be no Queen of Swords in reverse. You want to be a high intellect. You don't want to be a nasty bitch, as they say. I want to be like my grandparents, that they give and receive love. They had men gawking over them in the church every fucking Sunday. They had their wives befriending grandma just so they could get close and get the scoop. Like, I'm just very fascinated with her. And these women were so modest and respectful and honorable of their husband. They knew, and by female intuition, that their husband had a thing, he did, for another woman. You ain't see him cuss him out. You ain't see him gossip in the public. They ain't do that shit. They were integral. They give and receive love. They knew their place as a woman. They knew their value. They knew their worth. So what did they do? They gave that man the mental capacity to make his own decisions. Why? They didn't divorce him. That was frowned upon. What am I divorcing my husband for? Because he needs space Take your space. Watch how fast he come back. It ain't that the other woman was bad. It's just that it wasn't about the fact that I needed another woman, which is natural for a man. It was just the fact that I just needed time to process things emotionally. That's why women back then kept their husband for 50 and 60 years. They give and receive love. They found the value and see the beauty. And they had that female empowerment, divine feminines. Aries, I'm going to do another reading because I'm hyped now. I want to do more. I want to peel back more layers. And this was just a continuation because it got cut off. The other one got cut off. So I hope you like both parts of your reading because I said what I had to say. For Aries, because Aries is in retreat right now. They got secret beginnings going on. Secret love. All right, I'm done. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.